Hello children, in the previous video lesson, we saw that the stranger tried to impress Rishi. When the stranger offered a chocolate bar, Rishi did not accept it as he wasn't going to accept one from a stranger. So the stranger closed his palm, turned it over, and the chocolate had disappeared. Rishi felt that it was a good trick and asked stranger if he was a magician. The stranger said that anyone can do it where he came from. He held out his hand, closed it, and opened it, and there was a toy car. Rishi was excited to see a toy car. Rishi felt that the stranger was hiding a lot of things in his overcoat, and so it was filled out. But stranger said that he wasn't producing those things from his coat pockets. Rishi started playing with the car, and it slipped and fell at his feet. He bent down to pick it up. The stranger asked him to wait and lengthened his right arm and sleeve. Rishi was surprised. The arm grew longer and longer until the fingers reached the ground. The hand closed on the car and retreated upwards. Children, retreated means moved back to where it came from. The stranger handed the car to Rishi. I had Rishi said that he had never seen a trick like that before. The stranger wanted to show that he wasn't playing tricks, and he asked for the car for a moment. The man extended his arm right up to the middle of the road and put the car down and asked Rishi to watch. The silver toy car suddenly made the sound of an engine starting up. The car began to move forward and screeched as it went round a pebble. Screeched means to make an unpleasant, loud sound. The toy car traveled few feet and made a sudden change or a sharp turn in its sharp about turn and two wheels and came towards Rishi. Rishi picked up the car and put it in his bag and said that the stranger was a good ventriloquist, and those car noises really sounded like they were coming from the car. Ventriloquist means a performer who can speak in a way that makes it seem as if the voice is coming from somewhere else. The stranger threw up his arms and said that he was not a ventriloquist. Rishi felt sorry for him as he was trying to entertain him. At last, the man asked Rishi, "Are all boys like him?" When the stranger considered Rishi as smart and intelligent, then Rishi immediately told him that he was not good at studies and cleared him that he had the habit of reading books a lot. The stranger seemed upset. The stranger seemed upset and was quiet. The school bus arrived and stopped in front of them. Rishi said bye to the stranger without looking back and climbed up the steps. Halfway up, halfway up, Rishi turned and asked for the stranger's name, but to his surprise, there was no one in the lane. It was as empty as it was at 6:25 a.m. when he had stepped out of his house. Rishi opened his bag and put a hand inside. The car was still there. Children, you must understand one point here. The writer concludes the story saying that the stranger disappeared, but the car that was given by him is still in the bag of Rishi. Why did he disappear? He disappeared because he had some extraordinary qualities. In the story, during the conversation, he himself mentioned that he was from a different world. Through this point, you could understand that he was a man with some supreme powers and extraordinary qualities. He might be a spirit from other world because he did extraordinary things in the story which are impossible for normal people like you and me. What do you think about this now? Who was the stranger? Was he a fictional character or non-fictional character? Tell me. Yes, a fictional character. As we discussed in the beginning of the lesson, the writer adds fictional characters in the story to create interest among readers. I hope you like the story. Children, you can create your own story adding a fictional character. Take care. Bye.